Well, we are still in storm alert and still have some travel problems across the area. The bulk of the snow, though, has come to an end. So that is the good news that we have for you. The only areas we're really concerned about at this point will be farther south of St. Louis as we head through the overnight hours. We may get another dusting to an inch or so in a few places well south of St. Louis. Don't think that's going to be a problem at all in the metro area at this point. Now, the official tally so far from Lambert has been 6.7, I believe, 6.7 inches of sleet and snow at Lambert. The range really across the area is, for most of the metro, is running about 6 to 11.5 inches is what we've seen throughout the metro area. The heaviest has generally been to the north and west of St. Louis, where we expected. There's been a few spots that have been over a foot of snow with this. You look out at Lambert right now, it is 19 degrees, and you can see if you look closely there off in the distance, you notice all the plows going down the runway. They're doing a gang plow right down the runway right now, clearing things off. And you also notice that there are actually a couple of Southwest jets up at Terminal 2. That's something we did not see at all yesterday as Southwest canceled their flights. Here's something you don't see every day. Emily sent this in. You know, we love to see your pictures, but it's so cold. Temperatures right around 20 in the teens. Emily down in Doe Run having a little bit of fun with the frozen pants out there. Yeah, you'll freeze your pants off heading out the door tonight. How about those snowfall tallies? Here we go. Harvester with 11 inches, Hazelwood 9, Hematite 8.9, and that was about a ½ an inch of sleet and then over 8 inches of snow on top of that. Ferguson, Kimswick coming in with 8 inches. Then on the Illinois side, St. Jacob 11.5 inches, 8 inches in Hillsboro, Wood River 7, Bethalto 6.5, Collinsville at 6.2. So those are indeed impressive numbers. And really, the reality of it is once you get over 3 or 4 inches of snow, especially when it's as cold as it is right now, and it's been in the teens most of the day, our high was just 20, and wind chills right now single digits. But when it's this cold, you know, it sticks and it's hard to get rid of, and we've had our traffic problems across the region today for sure. The breeze knocking those wind chills down into the single digits for us tonight. But as we check out our Doppler radar, you notice there's not much to really see here. There's a couple of little snow flurries here and there. There's been a little band off to the east of St. Louis, but the big batch of moisture has long gone. It's now sliding well away from St. Louis. Now, we do look to the southwest, and there is some more moisture here that's showing up, trying to come out of the Ozarks. And we have a lot of energy in the upper levels of the atmosphere. The jet stream in this kind of pattern, you know, this is a huge storm system, as you'll see in just a minute. There's a lot of energy as a part of this system, and another batch of that energy is coming in from Pittsburgh, Kansas to Joplin, Missouri. That's going to push in through the Ozarks and try to work across our southern counties here through the nighttime hours tonight. So you see what's back there across Oklahoma. We got to get through that energy tonight. Most of that staying south of St. Louis. Don't expect much more than flurries in the metro area, but maybe another dusting to an inch or so for our far southern counties. And yeah, this is a massive storm system. We had tornadoes today in Alabama. Still some strong thunderstorms, parts of Georgia into southern portions of Alabama. And then you look at a pretty good sized ice storm along the Ohio River, stretching up into southern Ohio, parts of Pennsylvania, and then you get into the sleet and the snow on the north side of it. Winter storm warnings are still in effect pretty much from Dallas all the way up to Canada. So maybe another dusting to an inch or two across our southern counties, but not in terms of anything that's going to make anything worse. It's not really going to do anything to create additional problems here south of St. Louis. So here it is about 1 o'clock, that next batch of light snow trying to push in towards Rolla, down towards Cotaway, Potosi, Centerville, Ironton, Viburnum, heading over to Farmington. That'll kind of nip by Sparta, maybe Nashville, Salem, and Flora, Illinois. For the metro, it's just really some flurries, and that should be about it. By the time we get to rush hour tomorrow morning, outside of a couple of stray flurries here or there, basically just looking at clouds and cold, temperatures right around 10, 12 degrees for most of us. And then we should see the clouds start to break up some heading into tomorrow afternoon. And even though it's not overly warm, with temperatures back into the mid-20s to around 30 degrees, we should, with a bit of sunshine, see some additional melting. So that's good. Tonight, Your low temperatures, well, they're just flat out cold. They don't move all that much. Lows are around 10 to 12 degrees for most of us. Tomorrow, we will make it at least to 25, might be a little bit warmer. We've hedged on not going any warmer than that because we're not sure just how fast we'll clear out tomorrow. And with that possibility that the clouds could linger a little bit longer into the afternoon, that would tend to limit just how fast we'll warm up. So we'll keep it at 25. And I know, are you going to complain if it hits 27 or 28 tomorrow? I'm okay with that. I'm okay being a couple of degrees too cold on the forecast for tomorrow. The snowfall forecast has worked out pretty well for us. The winter storm behaved pretty much as expected, and the impacts have been pretty much as we expected. Here's something, though, that we have to be concerned about. It's a pretty quiet 7-day forecast, right? But tomorrow night, temperatures are going down into the single digits, both above and below zero. We should have mostly clear sky. The winds will settle down. So we could have some spots below zero. So anything that does tend to thaw for tomorrow night, that's going to freeze, especially if it's not treated with some, calcium chloride. Regular old salt does not work with single-digit temperatures. So you could wake up Saturday morning and, things that were seemingly wet in the early evening hours on Friday could be completely glazed over and be a solid, real slippery sheet of ice. So that's something just to be mindful of as we head into Saturday morning. Now, once the sun gets a little higher in the sky, and we get those temperatures back into the teens, into the 20s. Sun does wonders. It'll help us melt some snow. And then by the time we get to Sunday, we should be up close to 40 degrees. Do think as we head towards the middle of next week, we're looking at temperatures in the 40s. We don't see any major weather systems heading our way over the next few days. I think this was enough for most of us to handle for a while, don't you? So we appreciate your snowfall totals. We appreciate you guys sending us pictures. You can still send us your pictures if you have really cool pictures. We'd love to see them. You can text them to 314-425-5355, or you can use the Near Me button on the 5 on Your Side app. So that's a way you can send us your videos or your pictures. We'd love to see them, see what you're doing in the snow, especially since the kids are having so much fun. And we've seen a lot of dogs having fun. We haven't seen too many pictures of cats having fun in the snow. I think cats and water and snow kind of don't go along all in general. That's just a thought, rambling here. It's been a long week, but the worst of this is over, and we are winding it down. The winter storm warnings will stay up to about midnight for our far eastern and southern counties, not because of really additional impacts, just the lingering impacts. And it's going to take a couple of days, honestly, for MoDOT, IDOT, and our county and municipal road crews to really push back all the snow, and especially on some of these side roads and some of the really rural areas. It's going to be a bit before things get cleared up. So still exercise a lot of caution if you got to be out and about. Thanks for joining us tonight on Facebook. We'll see you after Olympic coverage. Olympics are kicking off right now on 5 on Your Side. So if you're looking for something to do, we've got some skiing on TV for you right now as the Winter Olympics are kicking off. You can watch that, and we'll be along after that Winter Olympic coverage tonight on 5 on Your Side.